Yo, hey guys, welcome back to this channel. In this video I'm going to talk about what does passive income mean between my wife and I. So it might be a bit different for some of you guys out there, but this is like a few of I guess reason of what our definition of passive income, and the ability to do more stuff. When I got tied up into a job, I was committed 40 hours a week or 50 or whatever it is, a full-time job, committed to that job. So that would mean I have to take a step back on my personal interests. Let's say, for example, on midweek I want to go far away. I can't do that because I was committed to be in the office. The ability that I can do going out, have lunch with my wife in midweek or so, going out to the beach in midweek when there's nobody there, that is priceless. Like, for us, the ability to do that. So I guess retire early in a sense. Retirement, it doesn't mean that we're not doing anything. We actually do something that is a lot more meaningful to us instead of meaningful for a job. Now, I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but there's a certain element on a job where in the beginning was like, hey, I'm exciting. It's kind of exciting because you're learning something new. And then after that, you become monotonous. Monotonous, like as in it feels like you're just repeating the same process over and over again, day in, day out. And then the next one would be like, I'm bored. I need to get a new job. And then you end up quitting that job, and then you find something else new that is somewhat exciting again, and repeat the whole entire process again. So we don't want that. So we rather have doing something that is passionate for us, and creating something that is a lot more meaningful for us. And working in a job, it's not a bad thing. You are learning and you are earning an income from that, but you're fulfilling the company's dream instead of your dream. So what I believe is this: like, when I know for sure when I retire, nobody's gonna take care of me, and there's only so much like government subsidies or super that it can retain for us, and it can give us, and I don't want to rely on that. So having a passive income, able to generate more income from it, if that makes any sense at all. So that's one of them. Well, actually that's in a sense a few of them. Spending more time is with our children is another thing. Seeing them grow is another thing. We took them out yesterday, being a weekday, and we went far away. We didn't get home till about 9:30 or so. The effect on that is they usually go on daycare today, but instead of going to like a normal time, they were I think they're gonna be really late. They're roughly about an hour late or so. So usually we drop the kids to daycare or to school. That's what we call it. Roughly at about 9 o'clock or so. And what happened today is that they woke up at 9 o'clock. So the ability not to to rush them to go to school is priceless to me. And they can still enjoy their breakfast. They can still enjoy whatever it is that they want to do first thing in the morning. So that's that. Able to help others is another thing. Like having to help others financially, that is, having in case of emergency as well. That's a huge help. There's a number of times where some members of our family require help urgently, however they don't have enough fund. That feels so good when you actually have the ability to give that to them, and with no expectation if they're going to return it or not. Donating to a charity is actually kind of cool. The feel that you have that, it's not a big deal as well. So what else is there? Knowing that you're gonna get that money every week in, week out, without you're doing a lot of effort to it after the initial process, it's pretty cool. Because imagine in a world of you do the job once, you do it in the beginning, it might be a little bit hard, like learning all the process and going through all the ins and out of it. But then after that, you reap the reward of getting an income week in, week out. So that's kind of cool. So you work one, instead of, I guess, the business, or I guess the model of working is like you work, you get paid, you work, get paid, you work, get paid. So that's a typical job, I guess, routine. Whereas in investing, what we do is we work for let's say for a short time, but we're reaping the reward, having a income permanently. So that's the feeling that I thought I'll never have, that my wife and I thought never have, and here we are. So, and what else? The other thing would be the fact that we don't rely to do things on the weekend. Whenever on the weekend, for instance, everyone have to do their errands, going their grocery shopping, go to the mall and have kids activity at the same time, you know, whether it's sports, events, birthday parties and whatnot. We don't have to be in the same rut. We don't have to be in that stress of going to shopping mall in a crowded place. In fact, we go the other way around. We do our shopping throughout the week, and we sort of stay at home most of the time on the weekend, because I know for sure, like during summer, if you go to the beach during weekend, it's going to be full of people. It's hard to find parking. And yeah, we went to a cinema on a Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means there's nobody in there. We get a lot more benefits out of it. We get the whole entire cinema for the whole entire four of us. And that's what I like about, not relying on to go to work, not relying that you must go to work. So we go to the beach midweek. Again, easy to find parking, and some of them, like, it's not a bumper to bumper, it's not crowded. So like those little things for us, it means a lot, but for some people it might be a little bit different. So it might be a bit different for you guys. Like, why are you guys investing? Why do you really want a passive income? Until such time you guys can figure out why, there's no point of you moving forward to go to the next step and the next one. Because you kind of need to know your reason first. What is it that you want to do? Why are you doing it? So, because the first part, it was, I want to have passive income, so that way I don't have to go to work. In fact, to be honest with you, it's not about the work. It's more like I want to work something that can, I guess, in a sense, provide me a better lifestyle instead of working for no particular reason. It's not about the job. It's like, if it's gonna be monotonous, if it's gonna be boring, like, you know how in the beginning it's so exciting and then it become monotonous, and then after that, oh, this is gonna be boring. So I would rather do that, the boring section. Like, by the time that you get bored, you want to go change to another job. I would rather have that part building on my business. I want my business to be boring. I want my property investing will be boring. But it's that boring, but I'm still earning money on it. And when it becomes boring, I'm earning money, but that money is gonna grow bigger and bigger. So that's what I want. So anyway, that's my thing to say today. So find out your why. Why are you guys investing in the first place? What is it that you're trying to achieve? Find your why. Peace. Bye.